Welcome, everybody. Episode 13 of the Pre-Work Fix. I am Eric.
And I'm Garrett, and this is the Unlucky Pre-Work Fix. We are back. I am back. I'm not traveling anymore, so now we can actually just get back on schedule. Well, we will be traveling, so whatever. All right, man? Just calm yourself. So, when I was away, when I was in Seattle and Portland, I had a lot of crazy foods. And some of these foods were a little pretentious. I think I had an avocado every single day. 1 to 2 of my meals
Classic.
had avocado on it.
Yep.
Now, surprisingly, avocado I don't think is going to be on this topic because I don't think anyone does it. But I had some pretty wild pizza. And Eric, a few weeks ago, when we talked about the pizza, hot or cold, and our favorite pizzas, he said that pineapple on pizza was okay.
Sure is.
And I just don't think that's okay. I don't think pineapple should be on pizza. And I had some crazy wild toppings on some pizza. So I want to just debate today on what is and what is not allowed on pizza. Starting off with, I think, the most controversial topping, because it's so polarizing between people. Pineapple on pizza or not to pineapple on pizza. Eric, give me a defense why you do such a heathenist thing.
Well, one, I think people just like to be argumentative, so they just say, yeah,
Okay.
pineapple on pizza, no.
Okay, critical candy.
True. But, so when you put it on, especially like with ham's a little salty, and then you get a little bit of sweet pineapple. So it's just like a sweet and salty. And it's not like you put like red sauce on the pineapple pizza. So it's like essentially just having dough, pineapple, ham, then like it's usually like a barbecue sauce.
Barbecue sauce?
Yeah, and like a pineapple pizza, sure. What sauce do you think you'd put on?
Is it normally barbecue? I feel like it is normally red sauce.
I've had both.
Oh, okay. Because I was gonna say
it's a lot. It's really good when you put like barbecue sauce as the instead of red sauce, because red sauce it's kind of like now you got like tomato. It's just like
too sweet.
It's not that it's too sweet, but like it just like doesn't.
Maybe it'd be better with barbecue. Like I'm
Right.
kind of like,
See,
but at the same time, I'm like, no, I can't accept that.
just because you don't want to.
Oh, okay. To be fair, I have had it with red sauce, and it tastes like I'm
not-
eating candy pizza.
It's not great. Right?
No.
It's fine. I would still eat it, but just like a chicken bacon ranch. So like if you had chicken bacon ranch pizza and you put red sauce on it instead of like ranch. So if you did like red sauce and ranch, it'd just be like weird, right?
No, chicken, bacon, and red sauce, I'm sure would be great.
Right, but and ranch. Well, maybe that might not have been the greatest example.
That's a terrible example.
However, but if you put the right sauce on it, aka barbecue sauce.
Okay. I guess.
So it's a little smoky, a little sweet. Then you get the salty ham, and then you get the cheese, and then you just top it off with some sweet pineapple.
Wow. I mean, you're making it sound like it's pretty good, even though it's absolutely heathenous and horrible.
But okay, so let's just subtract from pizza. So instead of pizza, you just have a sandwich with all that on there. Doesn't it sound good?
See, maybe I'm just partial because I don't really like pineapple.
Oh my goodness! I love pineapple, so I'd put pineapple on anything. But so I think a lot of people who've had it, they haven't had it the way I like it, which is when you put barbecue sauce on it instead of red sauce. That I think ties all together.
I guess maybe that's what it is. Maybe I could like it then.
Mm-hmm.
But as of today, I haven't had it like that, and I've only had it the extra heathenous way, which I guess is with red sauce. And I know a lot of people love that. And also, why is it called Hawaiian?
Because so Hawaii, they eat a lot of pig, aka ham, and they also eat a lot of pineapple.
I just don't.
So Hawaiian.
Yeah, but it's like it makes it seem like it was made up in Hawaii.
All right, French fries also weren't made in France.
Were they? I don't know. I don't
No,
know what
they
the origin
weren't.
story of French fries are.
No, they weren't. They had something like similar, but then Americans were like, let's just make this fried piece of potato sound fancy. Call it French fry.
I'm just gonna not fact check you, and I'll just trust you on this one, unlike I am trusting you on if the pizza's good or not. But I'm just gonna dive into this ridiculous pizza I had that's almost the same as your pineapple mess.
Okay.
So it was really good. It had like pesto on it. Pesto's good
Yeah.
on like everything, and like it had a good crust and all that.
Good crust.
But then it had giant slices of squash on it, and then like cheese on top, and it was like,
So it's pesto squash cheese.
yeah, I don't even know if it had like necessarily a base to it. It was more of like a pesto base,
Right.
So like, it was weird.
I'm not totally opposed to the squash.
I mean, I wasn't either. Like, I tried it, and it was all right, but it was like, almost like I took the squash off after a while.
I think they're trying to be like too Portland, Seattle-ish, like with like squash. They're trying to be like all like healthy and shit.
Yeah.
But it was a real turnoff when you said just a slice of squash. Like it wasn't like small chunks.
No, it wasn't
like
small.
One continuous,
it was like a circular slice.
That's so weird. Why would
I know, that's what it was, a ring of squash. And
that's just like weird. Like why? Like,
that's why. So like my one
I wouldn't
slice,
want a Hawaiian pizza with just like a huge chunk of ham on it. I'd want it or pineapple.
yeah,
either one.
Like I literally had my square slice of pizza, and
so
a circle of a huge circle slice of squash on it, and then with the pesto and the cheese and all that mixed in. It was
pizza,
a little weird.
I would try it. Sounds interesting. But I wouldn't want it just because it's just a chunk of squash. So I think I'm getting off topic in the fact of whether or not the squash belongs in there. But I don't think I'd want just a huge... Because then like you bite it and then like...
Well, then like it falls off.
Right, it falls off. Like,
and it was
that's
it
weird.
was just done wrong. It was just not right. Like maybe if it was like...
Cut up,
it'd be better.
Like everything else that goes on a pizza.
Yeah, exactly. Like you don't stick a rotisserie chicken on top of a pizza and call it chicken pizza.
Yeah, we got chicken bacon ranch. We just threw on a couple slices of bacon, and then there's just a whole chicken on.
Can you imagine sliced bacon on pizza?
Like Canadian bacon?
Well, maybe not Canadian bacon, but yeah.
Nah,
I don't know. Like that would be terrible. Just like
that's so like I don't want to say no to squash, but I want to say no to just full like a slice of squash. That's weird.
And seeing how you like weird pizzas, I want to bring up my old work again, GMPK, and bring up this one pizza that I didn't bring up last time, I don't think, called the Mediterranean pizza.
I did not. No, but it sounds delicious.
So, first of all, you're going to hate it right here. I know you will. It's a big wheat crust.
Why, you think I'd hate it because it's wheat?
Yeah, probably. I don't know.
Nah, I mean, I'd rather not have wheat crust. But...
So it's a wheat crust.
Okay, that's fair.
A little bit of cheese, a little bit of mozzarella. Not much, just a little bit. Just to like give it something on it. Then fistfuls of spinach on it.
Okay.
And then the feta, Kalamata olives, red onion raw, and
Not a fan of that.
And like vinaigrette on top.
So
it was essentially a Mediterranean salad, quote unquote, on a pizza crust.
Okay, so I said I'm not a fan of. So if it's a salad, I wouldn't mind if the onions were uncooked. Right?
It's essentially a salad, and all of that is put on. It's not that part. All that salad stuff on top is not put through the oven.
So
only the crust. Only the crust. It's a cold pizza.
I'm gonna say no.
Yeah, right? And then what was even more horrible about it was when you sliced it, it was fine. When it stayed together. But when I pick up the slice, if it was made right, it would keep kind of its form. But then I'd be sitting behind the counter, like looking out to the crowd, and I'd see someone bite into that son of a gun, and it would just all fly
explode.
Off. Yeah.
Yeah, like the spinach has to be like held down. Like that should almost be underneath the cheese that's cooked, so it kind of keeps it in.
Yeah.
Right. You don't just like put it on top because then you pick it up and there's just leaves going everywhere.
Yeah, it's literally what it was. It was
That's
just
weird.
a bunch of stuff on top that was just like kind of an explosion. But you know what was weird about that though is that was like one of our number one sellers. That always had to be up.
It sounds good.
It was just
as a fact that it's not cooked.
But you mean you can't really cook spinach leaves? It would just burn. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like the way that they had it.
You
at
could
least.
saute them.
I mean, yeah, so you could have sauteed spinach on pizza, things like that, but you can't just put leaves dry
in an oven.
in an oven. And
Just
then
all burnt to shit.
Yeah.
That's okay.
It was weird.
Have you seen anything else weird on a pizza?
Have I seen anything else weird on a pizza? I don't know. Like, I mean, do you accept potatoes on pizza? Because I mean, I really because I really like that, and I feel like that's something that like a normal person would look at a pizza and be like, "Why is there potatoes on this pizza?" And I'd be
More
like,
carbs the better, right?
Exactly, carb on carb on carb. Because I did it in Portland. I got a slice of that squash one, and I also got a slice of the potato one. It was so good.
So in regards to the podcast, I really think you can put anything on a pizza. Right? Because all the pizza is like you just like some stuff, and then you just put it on dough, and then the dough is just a means of way getting it all into your mouth at once.
Yeah, I guess that's true.
Like one time, the local pizza place in my town, they had a chicken riggy pizza. So they literally just took chicken riggies and then just put it on the pizza. And then like put a little extra cheese on
extra cheese on top. Yeah.
Yeah.
But...
It was good because I like chicken riggies.
Yeah.
So like when you order chicken riggies from there, you'd get chicken riggies and garlic knots. That was like the meal.
Yeah.
So instead, there's like, let's just get a garlic pizza and put chicken riggies on top.
Yo, that'd be sick, dude.
And it was good because
yeah,
it's eating the same thing. It's all coming in your mouth at once.
So you're saying that you can put anything on a pizza and you're totally okay with that and all of that?
I might not eat it, but I think really pizza is just a way of getting a lot of stuff into your mouth at once.
Wow.
Just like food is a vehicle to get condiments into your mouth.
Wow. You know, like this side of you is really weird because it's like the least critical side I've ever seen. You're so accepting of pizzas and sauces and all the other toppings. So you're freaking me out a little bit. So can you bring it back, dial it back in a little bit?
Sure.
Give me something a little critical.
Sure, I sure can. So this is very recent, and by very recent I mean a couple hours ago.
Oh wow, it was when you were leaving.
It was when I was leaving. So I go to checkout of the hotel this weekend, and I was just gonna give him. I know you don't have to give him the key back, right? But
good guy Rick over here.
Good guy Rick, give him the key back. So I'm waiting in line, and there's a guy in front of me who also looks like he's checking out, and he was. And then the guy before him was just like, he wasn't necessarily yelling.
Yeah.
But very firmly speaking at like the front desk agent. Like it's like this like probably 20-year-old girl who she doesn't know.
Yeah.
And she's getting reamed at by this guy, and he's like, I was here a couple weeks ago for a wedding, and we really liked the hotel, so me and my girlfriend decided to come back for Valentine's Day. And she's like, oh, okay. And she's like, but this was just unacceptable. And she's like, oh, like, okay, what happened? He's like, well, we tried to go to bed, and this is the best part, at 7:30 yesterday, and we could just hear the bar mitzvah. Because there was a bar mitzvah going on like the ground floor, so they must have been on like the second floor, like right underneath the bar mitzvah or something. He's like, and we could just hear the bar mitzvah. And she's like, oh, like, I'm really sorry about that. I'm like, well, why are you trying to go at 7?
Yeah, at like 7:30, like
I could see if it was like midnight
or even like necessarily like 10.
Yeah,
or
it was like 7:30,
but like,
dude. Like
7:30? Are you kidding me?
And he's like, this is just unacceptable. And then his girlfriend comes, like, she like has all the bags. She's like, yeah, I had to sleep with the TV on because we couldn't hear because the bar mitzvah. And she was like, well, I was here last night, and like I tried to keep the bar mitzvah like out of the lobby, and like so the noise wouldn't carry. I just tried to keep it in like the function space.
Yeah.
And he was just like, well, it's just like unacceptable. And she's like, well, like, I'm just like a front desk agent, like I can't really do anything for you. And then there's a spa at the hotel. And he goes, and then we got massages, and there's a $20 charge on there. I didn't know you guys should be charging me fees and all this. And she like pulls up the receipt. She goes, okay, well, and she's like going through like all the charges.
Yeah.
And she goes, oh, the $20, that was because you guys added on a couples massage at the end. He goes, oh, well, I didn't know that I was going to get like charged for that.
Oh my God.
And she's like, well,
I mean, yeah, did something more.
You added something on.
Oh my God. That's so obnoxious. I hate people that just get so upset at, like, people who, like, can't, like, first of all, she's the wrong person to scream at.
Well, so then she says, I can go get the GM. and she can't find him. And so she brings up, shout out Mallory.
Nice.
And then like Mallory comes over and is like taking care of it. And then like by that time, then she checked out the guy in front of me, and then I checked out. It's like I don't know whatever happened with Mallory. Mallory, you should call in, let us know what happened. But yeah, it's just like why. Like, why are you upset? I could really see if it was later, but like you're upset that they charged you for something that you added on to your spa package.
Yeah.
And then you're upset because there was a bar mitzvah going on at 7:30.
Yeah, first of all, like, it's a bar mitzvah. Like, it's not like that's like a late party, I assume.
It probably went to like 11.
Yeah. So,
Maybe.
like, people are just, like, I think love to complain. They
do.
love to find something wrong. You're at a hotel and you're on a theoretical vacation here for the weekend.
He's like, I'm from this town, and so I thought it was going to be just like a nice getaway. I know it's not far, but we thought it was going to be a nice getaway, and it wasn't. So we're never coming back. And I was like, all right, like, if you're going to be like that, they probably really don't care if you come back. They get plenty of business.
Yeah. It's just like, I don't know. I don't know why people, like, want to find something wrong with everything. That's like someone complaining about, like, getting charged. They get, like, a refill, like, of their soda or something, and they're like, oh, I got charged for a refill. It's like, well, I don't know. You got a refill.
Right.
So it's like, I don't know. People who just complain about hidden charges or something,
but
they're not hidden. Like, they're added something on. Like, what do you expect?
So I think what it was is I saw posters that, like, you could do, like, a Valentine's Day special where it had, like, you got, like, 2 nights, and then it broke down what you get in like the spa package. Yeah. And so like my guess is they added this couples whatever it was on. Yeah. And he just thought like he could just get it for free.
This is so like
he like calmed down about that. He's like, wow, no, okay, fine, I guess I'll pay that. I was like,
again, but why is he going to bed at 7:30? I mean, like, come on, like. My dad's like 65 years old, and he does not go to bed at 7:30.
And then in my mind, I'm like, oh, go to bed. And then like, yeah, we couldn't fall asleep. And I was like, oh, you actually were trying to go to sleep at 7:30.
Yeah, and even if like it was just going to bed and not trying to go to sleep yet, a bar mitzvah shouldn't really be that bad. And I bet you it was not even that loud.
Probably not.
They probably just felt like complaining because they just hate their lives.
Yeah. So
may have been a little mean, but I don't know. Yeah, I didn't see the guy, so I don't know. But like, come on.
You could tell he was definitely the type of guy. Not to like a stereotype or something, but like he just looked like the guy that everywhere he goes, like he's the type of guy that he goes up to a restaurant and be like, well, I thought I was gonna get more fries. I want more fries.
Yeah.
Just like trying to like nickel and dime everybody. Like I was like, dude, come on.
Yeah, they're probably just complaining because they thought they maybe could get a free night or something.
That's my guess is they probably ended up getting a free night, and that's what they went in. They're probably like, oh, let's just try and get a free night out of this. So that's not. I didn't even really bring it back. I wasn't even that critical. I was critiquing people that critique other people.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, that's true. So you're kind of like on a rampage against being critical.
Yeah.
All right, well, maybe you can be a little critical of the beer you brought today?
Maybe. This is shout out Matt walking out the door, and Matt says, hey, grab one of these beers I picked up. So I said, no problemo, my dude.
Jeez, the thing had a crack.
I know. This is like a really, like, feel this tab. Feel it. That's a thick boy.
Oh, my God.
That tab is thick.
That's that's thick with 3 C's. The can's cool, too.
Yeah, the cool. So, I don't remember what it's called as I'm pouring it.
Spaceman double IPA or something like that. Oh, perf pour.
Ooh, perfect pour. Wow. So yeah, we got a Boulder Beer Company Spaceman double IPA.
Oh, got my kind of beer, man. The double IPA.
Yeah, the can is really cool. It's got like green like swirls everywhere and like a satellite and like a space guy doing like a dance move. Shout out Space, the poor Mars rover. I don't know what it's called.
Rip.
That was literally the saddest thing I've ever heard. It's getting dark and my battery is low. I was like, oh my God.
Do you see all the memes?
Or no, my battery's low and it's getting dark.
Yeah, did you see all the memes where it was like they had like vision when he died? Or, well, God, like the jewel thing popped out and he's like, I'm running out of battery. And then it's like, and there's no sun and it shows him like all gray at the end. Oh,
well, there's also memes of like, Mr. Stark, I don't feel so well, Mr. Stark. My battery's low. It's getting dark. I was like,
Yeah.
oh my God, so sad.
Oh my God.
Taste. Oh my God, I saw it 9.0 alcohol by volume. And for whatever reason, like the decimal is really, really small. So in my head, I just first saw it was like 90.
90?
I was like, in a beer, Jesus. But
That's
and
not
then
possible.
I came to fruition and was like, oh, it's a beer. It's probably 9.0, and it sure is. Taste.
Oh, 9%. That's crazy.
It's almost kind of sweet.
Interesting.
Like most double IPAs, you can really, really, really taste the hops.
Yeah.
It's almost kind of sweet to it. Is there any like fruit in there? Does it say anything about fruit?
It smells like fruit. It smells fruity. It's smooth and stellar.
Stellar. Oh.
It's Colorado's first craft brewery.
Yeah, it's almost got a sweet taste to it.
Oh, sick.
Rating. Rating and what do we want? IPA land or
IPA land first.
9.5.
Whoa. High roller, dog.
Yeah, that's good. I really like that. Thanks, Matt. Rating in beer land.
Overall on your beer scale.
9.
Wow. So it's definitely a really good beer if Eric likes it that much. Eric's picky mother trucker over here.
I am. I like this a lot. Cause a lot of IPAs, after drinking it, you're done, right?
Yeah.
You're gonna have like one, especially double IPAs. You're gonna have like one.
Mm-hmm.
This and this was actually what Matt said the other day. He's like, cause what was I drinking? I was drinking something that could go down like easily,
Mm-hmm.
and then he was like, yeah, same. And I was like, isn't that double IPA? And he's like, yeah, but like you don't.
Yeah.
It doesn't like weigh you down. He's not wrong.
Where would you drink that, man?
Where would I drink that? I would drink this anywhere.
Anywhere.
A lot of IPAs don't make it to the beach, but I would drink this on the beach because it's kind of got that fruity taste.
Yeah.
So it's like a light fruity taste, but double IPA. Anywhere.
Wow. Nice.
Thanks, Matt.
I'm drinking the Stone Fear Movie Lions double IPA with like a devil face on it.
Oh my goodness.
This is a 16-ounce can.
You're always bringing 16s.
Well, I don't know. I go to Wegmans and I'm like, what craft beer haven't I gotten?
And they all happen to be in 16s.
A lot of them are 16s and like 4-packs or 6-packs. So yeah, this it's an unfiltered double IPA. So you're gonna look at your beer. It's a double IPA, right? So no, not the can, your actual beer.
Yeah, mine's pretty dark.
No, look at it. Then look at mine.
Yeah, you can't see through that thing.
And you see the little chunks flying around in there.
Yeah.
So and then yours is nice and clear, but you can't see through it. But it's like clearer.
Yeah.
Mine's like crazy. So there's that difference, I guess.
Huh.
It's interesting. Anyways,
That's cool. How's it taste, big dog?
Like a fruity garden.
What does it taste like? Does it taste fruity? Like mine, I can't tell what.
I think it was more so just like a floral.
Floral? Okay.
A floral hoppy taste. It's got. I can't. I wish we knew more about like what hops tasted like what, because then I could be like, it's this or that. Because I know there's like certain hops that have certain flavor.
Being podcasters that review beer, we should probably look into that.
Well. Anyways.
Rating in IPA land.
8.5.
8.5. Okay. And in beer land?
7.5.
I feel like I'm a doctor. Okay, so on scale 1 to 10, 10 being the worst, how do you feel today?
Yeah, well,
I feel floral and hoppy.
floral and hoppy. So,
sir, where are you feeling this drink?
where I would like to drink it and feel it, at the brewery or like.
Okay, so it's a brewery beer.
Yeah.
It's not great, but
I mean, like, it's good. Like, it has good flavor, and it is good. And I had like 2 of them last night. Subtle. I had it before the podcast, but I had 2 of them last night, and they was like good just to sit there, chill out, have 2 of these, right?
Yeah.
So pretty much brewery or just hanging out with friends.
Okay.
Small event.
Small event. I like that. Okay. That's good. That's a good classification that we've never put on it.
Yeah,
Because small event, like if you're like with a lot of people,
I'm not going to be walking around with my 16-ounce double IPA can. You know what I mean? Because I want to pour this into a glass. I'm not going to pour it into a glass if I got like 12 or 15 plus people over. You know what I mean? Unless it's like a beer event.
But also, correct me if I'm wrong, right? In a large event, you're going to want a beer that you can drink maybe a little bit faster because you might have a little more of them because you're not talking to everybody. You might be just talking to one person.
Yeah.
Whereas a small event, you're kind of talking to everybody, mingling around.
Yeah.
So there's less time to drink. So you want something that
is like heartier and
right.
something that'll be good to sip
like
on
that.
for a bit.
Small event.
And with the name Stone Fear Movie Lions Double IPA, it has lions in it. Okay. Now lions might be big cats, but male lions have big manes.
They do.
My dad, has this dog. It's a big ass golden retriever, and he has big fluffy neck. Right? It's almost like he has a mane. And you know what? How I feel about that dog? I love that dog.
You love it.
I love Shay. He's great. So, in my love for him, I also have a love, this is so far away from dogs, from being tossed into stressful situations that I end up learning a lot from. Now, to elaborate on this.
Okay, please do tell.
Let's go to school. So sometimes you go to class, you sit there, they're writing notes on the board, and you're taking your notes,
Yep.
right?
Yep.
And you're learning for sure. Like I'm picking up some stuff from the professor. I'm learning.
Okay,
But
makes sense.
What I think my favorite, and I may not express it in the moment, being like, I'll probably hate it in the moment, the stressful situation, right? But sometimes when you're put under pressure or in a stressful situation where you have to figure something out fast or work fast or have to just be thrown into something and you just got to learn it and do it.
Yeah.
Those learning situations are something I love because I feel like I learned so much. The reason I'm bringing this up is because when I was in Portland and Seattle, I was working at some sites that the company owns, right? And at those sites, I did a ton of IT work. Now, I'm not saying I went in there completely unprepared, completely blind, like ass backwards, and no idea what I was doing.
idea what I was doing IT.
But like being in those kinds of situations where you're like the boots on the ground and you got 3 days to just do everything on your list. The thing is that like we haven't been there in months, so like there's other things that are going to be tacked on while we're there.
Right.
And so what we have planned is a good 3 days worth of work, but it's now being scrunched down to 2 days of work because we have to waste another day on extra stuff.
Yeah.
And so it's a stressful situation, but I felt like even in that last week, I excelled and I learned a ton of different things. Like, I don't know, just general knowledge of IT stuff and fixing things and learning a lot about certain stuff. Because I'm keeping this super general because there's like I could dive into it, but it's going to be really boring. But like,
and a lot of people won't know what you're talking about.
don't know what I'm talking about exactly. And so like, but overall, those kinds of stressful, I guess, situations that you're kind of thrown into at times are, in my opinion, some of the best learning experiences for me. And since I love learning so much, and I feel like that's the best way for me to learn, or well, maybe not the best way, but a quick way to learn a lot of really good stuff. That's why I love it. And I mean, like even in college when we had like a competition for the MLB.com like challenge, like that was you get a prompt, you eat dinner, you get a prompt, and you got to finish it by the next day by 3 p.m.
Yeah.
And so you stay up all night working on this app and like all this stuff. I mean, you're not programming an app, but like a fake app, then you can present it and say like, this is why, blah, blah, blah. And you just follow the prompt. And like those kinds of things, I feel like I learned so much, even though it's like overnight.
Your brain like forces out.
I
don't know the science behind it.
But you're forced to learn it. Because like when you're passive learning, like I'm going to forget some of that stuff, right? When I'm passively learning stuff and taking notes. Like I'll remember for the test in 4 weeks, but like after that, most of it will go away. In these stressful situations, it's locked in.
Yeah, no, I agree. That was,
And it's really not like much of a waste of time.
yeah, no, it, no, I mean that was good, and I mean that kind of actually works into my waste of time, right? So
Ooh,
yeah, no, this is
you can
like
dive right in.
yeah, I learned a lot this week because so this week I took Friday off
Whoa,
to
hey.
go to Rochester, and so I had to get a lot of stuff done like by Thursday, right? I actually ended up staying up until 2 doing work on Thursday night to get stuff done because a lot of stuff was due Friday. I had to do this one thing that was it involves my job, but it's a very like odd topic to try and get into like Excel. Like it's kind of difficult to get into Excel. So that was kind of my waste of time this week is learning how to do that because I've only done it one other time, but the other time is a little bit easier. I'm not going to try and explain it because people will just go right over people's heads.
And it'd be like an hour
Yeah.
for you to really
So
actually
after
get
this,
it.
everyone just had the podcast turned off. All right.
Yeah.
So then I went to Rochester for the weekend to visit Katie, and there I saw Bumblebee. Have you seen Bumblebee? The Transformer movie?
No.
Bumblebee? It's actually pretty good. So it gave like the backstory of how Bumblebee got his name, Bumblebee. And it gave the backstory because you know how Bumblebee can't talk like the rest of them, so he uses the radio stations.
Yeah.
It gave the backstory of like how that got like he lost his voice and stuff.
Oh, interesting.
It was a pretty good movie. I enjoyed it. I was like, it might be okay. I liked it. It was pretty good.
Nice. Yeah, I mean, my waste of time has just kind of been like alchemating back to the normal grind, I guess, because after being away for like a week and just working a ton, now going back to like actually sitting in my cube and just like sitting down, like head down work, at my desk. It's been nice, but it's also been like a little mundane.
Yeah.
But I don't know. It's nice to be back. I like being back. I haven't
Welcome
really been. Thanks. I haven't really been doing too much, other than just hanging out with friends because some of my friends are in town that normally aren't, and I went out with them last night. That was awesome.
Yeah, what you do? Tell them the story you told me about the axes and knives.
Oh, I totally forgot about that. Yeah,
I was gonna say, are you building up to this? I can't
No,
tell.
oh, that is.
I could tell you're like almost done. I was like, come on, tell the best part.
Yeah, so Mike and I, shout out Mike, we had like a little date yesterday, almost.
Cute.
So we went to breakfast together.
Oh, how adorable.
Liam and Duncan came to breakfast, but so we left there. We ended up going to a brewery that's right there. I just can't remember what the name is, but it's like a mile away from Finally Ours Diner. It's like right there. It's like a barn, and it's great. The beer there was awesome. I would love to get. No, it was like right in like out in between. It's like on 175 near Marcellus. It's like it's not. You wouldn't know. Okay. I don't think, but it's a pretty good place. The beer there was really good. All of it was like wicked high percentage. So they had like snacks out front where they had crackers and like jelly and like Fritos.
Get fucked up.
That's literally what it is. She's like, we include the snacks because all of our beers are high octane. I'm like, hell yeah.
Just plowing through Fritos.
Yeah, like one of their beers she said it was 14% when she kegged it, and you only can buy it in chalice form, which is 12 ounces. I'm like, God. Really? I'm surprised you wouldn't make it so they could only buy it in the 4 ounces.
Yeah.
But whatever. So then we went to a new place in Syracuse called Far Shot, and it's a axe throwing place, a knife throwing place, and an archery place.
That's so sick. I can't wait to go.
And so Mike and I go in there, and they have like a coach, and they teach you how to throw knives. That was sick. And then we went and did archery because the axe line was super long, and we just did archery and just like shot arrows down like a hallway at some targets. I'm surprisingly pretty okay.
Have you ever done archery before?
No. Officially,
really?
no.
Huh.
The only archery I've ever done is like I've shot some like there's like a Nerf bow and arrow, but yeah, I know.
So no, you haven't.
No, I haven't.
I've done it like one time, and I wasn't great at it. So because it is definitely something that like takes skill. So for you just like be able to pick it up.
I mean, I wasn't like
Nerf
incredible.
Really trains you.
It wasn't really that incredible, and it wasn't like it was that long of a shot. But
most people when they pick up a bow suck. It goes either right into the dirt or like straight.
Yeah, I was at least getting it on the paper, and
good.
After like 10 rounds of it, I was actually getting it like at least all 3 arrows were in consistent little chunk.
Groupings. There
Yeah.
you go.
So it was all right. And then, so we threw axes, and actually Mike is oddly a very natural axe thrower, which is slightly alarming.
In his past life, he was a Viking, so.
Yeah, according to 23andMe, I on my mother's side, I'm actually a Viking descendant. So,
Are you being serious?
yeah, I'm 100% serious.
So why do you suck at axes?
Well, I'm really good at throwing them overhand, but for some reason I couldn't throw a tomahawk good, which was like kind of disappointing. Like I couldn't get the tomahawk like aimed, but I did the double hand like huge axe, that thing. I was getting bullseyes.
Okay, so you're not good at tomahawk, but that's more like Native American.
And Viking, I guess, according to her. But I don't know how true that is. I didn't fact check
Who's
her. Her as being the coach.
Oh, okay. Did they ask, or did you just bring that up? Did you just say like, "Oh, I'm a"?
No, I didn't bring that up. That would sound so lame.
She asked you like.
No. She was like, oh, and then let's do the tomahawk. This is traditionally with like Vikings and Native Americans.
Oh, okay.
She brought that up,
Okay.
and then I would just thought it'd
In
sound
your
like a
head.
D-bag and be like,
I'm part Viking.
yeah, I'm part Viking. Yeah, you know, I'm natural. Because it is the 23andMe thing, and I just started reading that, and it was like obviously, like that's such a distant descendant. Like there's probably like so many people are distant descendants of that because the population back then was so small. But anyways,
Also, they would just go in and just do their thing on villages. So.
do their thing. Nice. But anyways, my waste of time is starting to really waste time. So let's just jump right into the top 5. Top 5
So this week, it's you, big guy.
lunch spots.
Oh, lunch spots. A little pre-work. Well, actually, mid-work.
Yeah,
Midwork Fix.
Little midwork fix.
Yeah.
I mean, when you're in the morning, like you gotta get that energy, you know, from like your coffee, maybe breakfast if you're lucky
And
enough.
listening to this.
And listening to this, but like in that middle of the day, you're starting to lose a little energy. You need to go get yourself some lunch. You need that sustenance.
Yeah.
So my top 5
Let's hear it.
forms of midwork fixes are starting at number 5, and this is all local to where we work, so you can triangulate that.
They're like, got it. I know where they work.
So
Even though most of our listeners know where we work.
yeah, I know. But anyway, so for my top 5 places for the midwork fix, starting with number 5 is Wegmans. I mean, come on. We've talked about this. I don't even need to get into this.
How we don't have a sponsor from these guys?
I don't know yet. But, I mean, they sponsor our beers after we give them money. So are they sponsored? Ah, okay.
We give them the money for the deposit, and then we get the deposit back when we return the cans.
Yeah, that's true.
So we have already given them the money, so no, they don't sponsor us.
Okay, you're right. All right, so Wegmans, that's going to be your subs, maybe even a salad if you're feeling healthy, or like the pizza or everything.
'Cause the
Everything
food's
there.
good there.
Yeah, and then they got that full service restaurant, like in some of them.
Yeah.
Like, that's pretty good.
I agree.
Number 4 is, I'll say generically, it's going to be Thai food,
Okay.
but Erewhon specifically, because that's a really good Thai food place local here.
Oh, I love Thai food.
But
Got Thai last night.
when I was in Portland, Seattle, I had Thai food. I had 3 pad thais.
Is your stomach okay?
Yeah, it's all right.
It's all right. I just been peeing blood for the last week. But yeah, I'm good.
Yeah, it was disappointing though. Like one of the places I got hot. There's 4 levels, right?
Yeah.
There was mild, medium, hot, and extra hot. And I was like, you know what? I always go one less the top one. So I got the hot. It was
Should've
like
gone extra
mild
hot.
as mild could
Really?
be.
Oh, that's so disappointing.
Very.
See, that's the thing. Like, I hate when you do that, and then you say like, "Well, okay, I'll get hot because I'm feeling it," and then either it's nothing, or you're like, "Oh my god, how is this not the hottest? What
Yeah.
possibly could be hotter?" Or
I know.
or you're just like, "Can I get some more peppers or something?"
Yeah,
Like-
yeah.
So,
yeah.
anyways, Thai, good choice. Like it.
Number 3,
Mhm.
generically, is pizza, specifically Pavone's. Because Pavone's is pretty good pizza that's local, RIP, GMPK, but most other pizzas around are like the chains, like the Pizza Huts and the Domino's, and it's like a nah. I mean, they're all right when they have their place, I should say, but if you want like a good pizza, Pavone's is good around here.
Yeah.
My number 1 and 2, these could be interchangeable because they're my most common things I always hear. Yeah,
course.
because I most of the time I attempt to meal prep. But as Eric knows, and how most of you probably know, I'm pretty lazy. So when it comes down to days that I'm lazy, it's between Pavone's for pizza sometimes, but it's mostly between these two. So Panera. And Panera, there, I don't even have a consistency, but like I would say it's somewhere between French onion soup, Caesar salad, and the bacon turkey Bravo. Those are my top 3 things to get.
Bacon turkey Bravo was like your number 1 sandwich.
Oh yeah, it was. Yeah, so one of them. I don't think it was my number 1.
Maybe 2.
Yeah, and so those 3 items are like my normal thing. I can pick 2 with 2 of those normally. And
you also have been getting that broth bowl thing.
Oh, I got the broth bowl thing there. Yeah, that's actually pretty
Got
good.
that a couple times.
With like the quinoa and like the, it sounds like super hipstery, but like it's actually pretty filling. And if you want like a soup that's like more
quinoa
filling,
is really filling.
yeah. And if you want like a soup that's like more filling, it's like having a soup, so it's good for the winter, but it's also like super filling, and you don't feel like
Full. No.
well, like you feel satisfied,
But you don't feel like...
you don't feel like gross after, because like sometimes if you have too many carbs at lunch, that like at 2 o'clock you're like done for the day, unless you like top back up with caffeine. My number 1, it's got to be my number 1.
Of course, it has to be.
It has to be, and you already know what it is. You don't even have to like.
Nope, I know what it is.
It's Moe's.
Of course.
Just Moe's is so good.
You should see his face right now. He literally has his face cupped in between his 2 hands, like thinking about like putting it in his diary. I love Moe's. Moe's today at school, like brushed by me.
Oh my god. I mean, like I get the stack, the wrong Doug. I get the Joey Bag of Donuts burrito or the home wrecker, whichever. I get the taco salad sometimes. The closed talker. I think that's what it's called. Or is that the bowl? Doesn't matter. But those are like, they're so good. And I just love the salsas. You get the chips, like the spicy salsas, the mild sauces, like all of the good. And it's
The
just
new hot sauce they have now.
oh, that's good. Super smoky, but super spicy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So like, I don't know. And I love spicy. And so it's my just easy go-to Midwork Fix spice.
And it's right there.
And it's right there. Wow, really helping them triangulate where we work there, guy.
But we said Moe's. We didn't.
That's true. That's so true.
There's so many Moe's.
Except for there's only 1 Pavone's.
Shut up.
Shut up. So rickety.
No, there's 2. I think there's another one downtown.
Is there a Moe's near that one?
Hopefully.
All right. So rickety dickety. What is your Midwork Fixes?
So our top 5 was pizza. You had pizza.
Yeah.
I'll be specific and say Chuck E. Cheese pizza. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
I've never been to Chuck E. Cheese, but like, isn't that like a meme on how bad that is?
Yeah. No, I'm totally kidding about Chuck E. Cheese pizza. Although I will say pizza and wings. That I feel like whenever we have meetings, at least it used to, now we always get sandwiches. We used to always get pizza and wings. And although I don't like having them in meetings, because then you're like trying to talk, like someone asks you questions, you have like a chicken wing and sauce all over your face, and you're like, yeah. Yup.
yeah, like eating wings in like a meeting isn't necessarily the best.
But I like getting. I would go pizza and wings or maybe DeBellas. I couldn't decide, and I just because I wanted to say Chuck E. Cheese and like have a cook joke in there, I said pizza and wings, but could be DeBellas. I don't know. We'll just go right at number 4 because I still can't decide what 5 is. Number 4, it's Garrett's number 1, but it's my number 4, Moe's.
Yeah, it's good.
It's good.
You don't get it nearly as often as I do.
No, well, you get it like 4 times a week. So.
Yeah, there's been a time where I've done that.
So then you're like on Friday, you're like, I probably shouldn't get Moe's. I'll just get Panera.
Yeah, well, all right.
It's bad because when we go into Moe's, like they're all saying welcome to Moe's, but like the manager,
I think
or
she
just like
is.
the lady that just is there every day, just has the food out waiting because Garrett orders online. Just had like she's literally talking to other people and just has the food waiting for Garrett in her hand.
Yeah, and sometimes she'll look back and if like the food's not already ready, she's like, Garrett's here, and then they like go down the line and they quickly make my food. She's like hollers to this group, and like even the guy who's like, rice or beans, he even knows what my thing is. He doesn't ask me what rice or if I want beans.
Right, yeah.
He says, okay, yep, brown rice. Okay, no beans. Yeah, gotcha. And he's like, chicken? And I'm like, yeah,
you're right.
Because he does ask, because I have switched it up meat-wise sometimes.
It's hilarious.
They know me.
Yeah.
What's crazy, I mean, those same people have been there for like the last 2 years or so.
Which is kind of surprising, right? At fast food place.
Yeah.
Well, that's funny because, like, getting a little off topic, but at Ithaca, I always went to this breakfast place. Like, I went there way too often. Mm-hmm. I spoke about it one time on the podcast, Dolce Delight. And I'd literally walk in, there'd be like a line, they'd be like, Eric's here, prepare the booths. And like, they'd just like get the sandwich, I'd get up to line, like, all right, here you go. And like,
that's awesome.
Like, moose double bacon? Yep.
Got it. Yep.
Not this Chipotle biscuit? Yep. Got it.
You got it.
You know. It's hilarious when you become a regular at places.
I know. I love it.
So that was my number 4. Number 3. Panera.
Oh.
I always get a sandwich and then either I always get a sandwich. So that's always, but then I get the you pick 2, and I will vary between French onion soup, the either Southwest salad or the I forget what they call it, but some Asian salad.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. Oh, is that the Thai one with like the edamame?
Yeah.
Or whatever that stuff's called, like the yes.
Yeah. So it's either Southwest or the Thai, or then sometimes I get mac and cheese -- broccoli cheddar soup. So the sandwich is always stagnant, but then the other one, other part of the you pick 2 is I'll vary.
Yeah.
I
think the best part about Panera is that you just order on the app and it's ready in 8 minutes.
Yeah.
That's what the best part is.
It's so easy. But that's my number 3. Number 2, Weggies. I just have to give Weggies the love.
Yeah.
Which we have a lot of the same ones, which is a little boring. But Weggies, you can get anything. Anything you want. You want a sub, you want pizza, you want Chinese, you want a burger, you want anything. Weggies got it. Shout out Weggies. Please give us a sponsor.
And let's be clear. We eat lunch together every single day unless he's in a meeting or I'm in a meeting or if I'm off site. So, like, yeah, we're going to have a lot of the same things because we end up eating the same things. And even when we cook, we cook the same thing because we both cook ground turkey majority of the time.
Yep. Or chicken. It's like ground turkey chicken. Oh, what you put on your chicken this week?
Yeah.
But my number 1, here's where we're going to differ a little bit.
Ooh, baby.
And you're probably going to give me shit. Chipotle.
Oh.
But, no. Listen.
How would you do that to me?
So, just listen. I also love spicy Mexican food. I love that.
When was the last time you got Chipotle?
Never, because you always give me shit and you won't let me drive over there.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, right. You're not wrong. But so my reason behind Chipotle for lunch. Okay. Now hear me out.
Okay.
After eating Moe's, right, you get like a stack and chips and salsa. You feel full and slowed down.
That's true.
But if you get Chipotle, it's kind of just like perfectly like you're not full, but you're filled.
Yeah.
So you can still be productive. So that's
true.
why I like it for lunch. So if we're talking like a Saturday lunch, it used to be Chipotle, but I've now switched to Moe's after your...
Yeah, because it's the better one.
Okay, sure. But like on a Saturday...
okay.
On, like
I get it.
On like a Saturday lunch or a dinner, I would choose Moe's.
Yeah.
But if we're talking like a middle of the week lunch, I'd probably rather get Chipotle just because you don't feel...
I guess that's true. I mean, you don't get the chips with it, right?
You have to buy it, but...
Yeah, exactly.
Right. So...
but their chips are pretty good. Aren't they like lime?
Their chips are really good.
Their
chips are much better than Moe's.
I'll give it to that because those are like...
And their guac is really good.
Yeah, I'll give them that.
But like for like a little cup, it's like, yeah, $5.
It's like...
When they debuted the queso, I was so hyped. I went out like that day and got Chipotle. I got it. Horrible.
I feel like we've talked about this before.
I think we have. Not on here, but we've talked about the queso being absolutely horrible.
Yeah.
Moe's queso definitely beats out, but Chipotle's guac definitely beats out Moe's.
TBH, I don't even really like Moe's queso. Moe's queso, when I get it, I mix it with the hottest salsa.
But that's the thing, it's not even that great, and it's better than Chipotle.
Oh, yeah, I guess
Chipotle's queso sucks. It's like they just melted down some cheddar or something.
Yeah, because I want, like, when it comes to, like, a queso, I want it to be, like, a chunky queso, like a Tostitos queso, you know what I mean? Like, when you get that one, it's, like, the yellow, and it has, like, the wet stuff in it, and it actually feels like it's, like, a salsa, versus the queso there is, like, a soup.
Yeah, it's very watery. At Chipotle, it's, like, just water. So I don't even want to talk about it. But yeah, so that's my reason behind putting Chipotle at a mid-work fix is because it's a little bit lighter and you don't feel
Yeah.
So full.
Yeah, especially they're pretty good at rolling and wrapping up their burritos.
I always get a bowl, but yeah, you're right.
Like we're gonna wrap up this podcast.
Oh. Yep.
Yeah, that's all I was trying to get at.
Let's come back with a comment.
I was like, oh, all right, we're just gonna still talk about Chipotle. All right. I just want to remind everyone that, like, it's something that, that's very important that, like, I wasn't sure if I made sure that I got across earlier in the episode is don't put pineapple on your damn pizza.
No, you agreed that when you put barbecue sauce on it, the barbecue sauce is kind of a game changer.
Could.
So we'll have to go find somewhere that does it, or we'll make our own pizza.
Yeah,
because not a lot of places do it. And I agree with that.
I will be fair. I won't crap on it too hard until I've had that because I haven't had it like that, and maybe it's better.
I still like it with the red sauce, but it is much better with barbecue.
Make sure to be nice to these front desk agents. They don't deserve it.
They don't. They're just there trying to brighten your day. And when you
Yeah.
yell at them because you tried to go to bed at 7:30.
Yeah, like drink coffee. Don't go to bed early.
Just find something else to do at 7:30 with your
I mean, I guess I've gone to bed at 7:30 before.
But not when you're at a hotel.
Yeah, that's true.
You're there for a reason.
Yeah.
We're on vacation. Get some brews with the bros.
With the bros.
Maybe that's what that guy needed. He just needed a quick brew. Although it was at 11 o'clock in the morning, he needed a brew before he checked out. Calm down a little bit. Waste your time. Go see Bumblebee. It's Eric's. It gets Eric's stamp of approval. Also check out Farshot or
Chuck some axes and stuff.
Chuck some axes, but that helps get rid of some stress that we gain during the work week.
Yeah. So I hope you guys have an unstressful work week. Peace out.
Catch you later.
That was obnoxious.
Wow.